What's going on, everybody? You're here with the Fight Gods for episode 83. I'm the mustache with the most, Ben. What's going on tonight, Nico? How you doing, bro?
I'm cooling, brother. I'm cooling. Back in the saw basement, getting ready to chop my foot off.
Hell yeah, you are.
Say bullshit. What you up
Looks
to,
like
Will?
it. Shit, just chilling, man. Just ready for the last big weekend of fights for the year. Some interesting, different stuff been coming out as far as news goes today for fighting. I don't know, all kinds of stuff, man. We can jump right into it, Nico. I know my stuff, man. I'm gonna kick your ass again this weekend, bro.
What are you talking about?
Taking you down on picks, man. I think we were even last week, but you remember the fight before that. I took it to you, man. Ben killed us all last week, but
Ben murdered us all last week.
But we're coming for him.
I didn't get the co-main or the main event right.
Yeah, but we're coming for Ben, man. We'll take it to him this week, man. We just got to get our shit together too, man. But Ben, tell me about the snowstorm, bro. It's snowing up there?
Yeah, it just started. Like, I took my dog out right before the show started, and I saw that it had just started snowing out. But then, like, as I see that it's snowing, I get the little weather app update. It's like tomorrow's going to be 41 degrees. So I was like, this ought to be an interesting night.
Damn, man, damn. Hey, Nico, let me ask you a question, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the burger last night. I even asked you in the chat, and you never answered, man. What was on the burger, bro?
Oh, it was cheddar cheese, bacon, mushrooms, lettuce, tomato,
Nice.
barbecue sauce.
I saw something white on there, Nico. Was that ranch? Was it a little bit of mayo?
Nah, it was probably a blue cheese because I also had boneless wings as well.
There you go, man. Sounds good, bro. It looked really good, man. That burger really did look pretty awesome, man.
Oh, it was a white cheddar cheese.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you, man. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, man. So we got some cool stuff going on. Here was the episode art right here. We got Jake Paul over there grabbing some ass.
It's not Tyrone's though.
Yeah, it's not Tyrone's.
He really wish it was Tyrone. Tyrone thicker than his girl.
Tyrone got the cakes, apparently, according to Jake Paul, man.
Straight yeeks. Yeah.
That and Chris Daukaus' face in that picture is hilarious, man. He's like,
sweet potato yams.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. And then we got the Black Beast in prime fashion with the tongue out and all that shit, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about these fights this weekend. I mean, neither of the cards are excellent by any means, but fight night is solid. And the boxing, Ben was talking about earlier, and I had read a little bit about it. The girl in the co-main event is like a top boxer. Nico, do you know much about her?
She was on the last card with him too.
She was?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. She was. That's right.
They're basically partners right now.
That's what I was telling Ben. Yeah. But Ben,
we
go ahead.
kind of mentioned that that like if Jake Paul helps bring her eyes to what she's doing, and she helps bring some legitimate part of these on, because I was just telling Will,
Ben, you are Mr. Roboto right now.
Is that Ben or am I about to freeze?
No, it was Ben. Go ahead, say that again, Ben. We missed all of that.
Yeah, sorry, that I thought that Jake Paul brings the extra eyes to her fights while she brings his cards some legitimacy, because she's the number 3 pound for pound in her weight class. So
yeah.
Last time they was on the card together, they promised each other knockouts, right?
I think
It's
so.
Amanda Serrano, like they had like a bet on it or a deal or something like it.
Did she get the knockout? She did, right?
I don't think either of them did.
Oh, okay.
Did she TKO her girl? Or
no,
I thought her girl was very tough and very durable. I think she went the distance with her.
I think you're right. I think that she won the unanimous decision.
If I'm not mistaken, they either had shorter rounds or not as many rounds as they had intended to fight in the first place. It may have been shorter in minutes. I think they had 2-minute rounds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it says here she won a 10-round unanimous decision. So yeah, they probably had 2-minute rounds. That sounds right because Woodley and Jake Paul didn't they? They had the shorter rounds. I think they did.
I thought theirs were 3 minutes.
They might have been, but they were 8 rounds, maybe. Yeah, they were 8 rounds. You know, one thing that does not make sense in boxing that MMA nailed. Why the fuck is boxing an even amount of rounds? It like makes it set up so you can have a draw way more often. Why would you do that? You know, if me and you are going to, I don't know, play checkers, we're not going to play 4 games. We're going to play 3 games. We're going to play 5 games, 7 games. We wouldn't say, oh no, we're playing 4 games because then odds are, yeah, best out of 6. All right, we both got 3. It's even. Let's go home. It's just weird that boxing never got that right, and I guess MMA probably, you know, took a hint and said, okay, there's way too many big fights that are going to draw. But Nico, have you seen the stuff about Eagle Fighting Championship today? Plenty of news out of that place today.
So Kevin Lee is gonna fight for them.
Right. Couple other things. Ben, you want to talk a little bit about it?
Well, did you see that Kevin Lee said that his contract with Eagle FC is in Bitcoin?
Yes, I saw that.
For real?
He's getting paid. Yeah, he's getting paid in Bitcoin. He said.
That's awesome.
Equivalency to the U.S. dollar, though.
Yeah.
That's
but yeah,
cool.
So Will mentions that this, you know, that Kevin Lee signs with Eagle FC or whatever. So I check it out, and Bigfoot Silva's been replaced in the main event against Tyron Spong with Sergey Haritnatov. They didn't really say why Bigfoot got replaced, but I mean, I imagine it's probably something like I mentioned a couple weeks back that he couldn't get a commission to allow him to fight.
Yeah, for real. And I mean, what's his last name again, Ben?
Sergey?
Yeah.
Haritnatov.
Haritnatov. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
He's a Bellator boy right now.
He is? Okay.
Or so, he was.
Yeah, he must have got released or something, huh? I was looking at it. You know, he lost to a couple of decent guys and beat a couple of decent guys. Right. He's the one that kicked Matt Mitrione in the nuts. Right? Like 15 seconds into the fight, or did Matt Mitrione kick him in the nuts?
Yeah, Mitrione hit him in the nuts.
Yeah. Right. And yeah, and then the next fight, he knocked Mitrione out. He does have a win over Roy Nelson, Matt Mitrione, and Fabio Maldonado.
Oh, Sergey's a good fighter, but he's old.
Yeah, but he's lost by submission to Czech Congo. We didn't see that one coming, and TKO'd by Linton Vassell. I like Linton Vassell. He's a little bit older too, but he was a tough dude.
He fought at light heavyweight for way too long. Linton Vassell did.
Yeah, should have been at 185 the whole time.
No, he should have been at heavyweight the whole time.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, okay. He was cutting down to 205, and it was just too much.
So, Ben, you mentioned who Kevin Lee is going to fight, and at what weight class. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so supposedly he had an interview today that, I mean, it's not a done deal yet, but he said that they've only offered him one fight, and it was against Diego Sanchez.
Chill out. And Joshua Fabia in this corner or no? No,
Diego's they're not partners anymore.
Cheers! We got the sun kiss tonight, guys.
Go.
Nico has the diet right cola. Ben's got a Coke. All right, we're good to go.
But
not facts. Not facts. Not facts. He's a liar.
Since way back, you know that already.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Pull it from Bird.
It's so funny, Ben, that you had sent me that message that it was going to be Diego Sanchez, because earlier today I was looking at some stuff on YouTube, and I just left it playing, and randomly a video of Joshua Fabia like smacking Diego Sanchez and stuff when he was hanging upside down like a bat. It randomly just played, like, you know how like it'll just keep going, YouTube will, just by whatever it'll thinks you want to watch. And bro, he's over there like smacking Diego, trying to like knee him and elbow him while Diego's upside down. It's the most bizarre shit I've ever seen in my life.
That shit is so classic, bro.
It is.
I said that to Julius and told him he gotta put that inside of his training regimen.
Hell yeah, especially when he's back home.
he asked if he was supposed to be punching the person or if he was supposed to be hanging upside down.
But both, man. But yeah, man, that was pretty wild. I remember that video, but man, I don't know. I see so many MMA videos, I just kind of forget about stuff. But that was fucking ridiculous, man.
But yeah, they're creating a 165-pound division basically just for Kevin Lee, almost.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. Yeah. I would have liked to have seen it be like 150, 160, and 170 if they're gonna do, you know what I mean, that one in the middle, because you got 155 and then you got 165 and then 170. 165 and 170 is kind of close, you know. And I don't know, like, do you think that you said 165, right? Do you think that 5 pounds is gonna make that big of a difference for his body type?
For a guy like him, maybe, like a guy that's had trouble cutting that weight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could see that.
Like I bet, like a 175-pound division would be perfect for a guy like, if they had, if they did those in the middle divisions, like a guy like Kelvin Gastelum.
Should be like 163.
Those 5 pounds would be huge for some of those guys that have a really hard time making weight.
Right. I agree. And then they're still looking for a fight for Rashad Evans, right? And then, like I was telling you, Kenan Barrow is on the card. I'm not sure who he's fighting. And then who was the other fighter that I told you was on the card?
Borg.
Ray Borg, yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't even know Ray Borg wasn't in the UFC anymore. That dude's been around for a while, and like you see him a lot, and then you don't see him. But that is interesting that Ray Borg.
Well, he retired for a little bit because his son was born with like a bunch of medical problems.
Okay.
And the UFC was like, yeah, we understand. We'll let you back out of this fight, because he was contracted to a fight when he backed out. Well, then his son's medical problems cleared up. The UFC said, we'll give you another shot. They moved him up to 135, and he missed weight for that. So he just had the last few months of his UFC career was him missing weight, backing out of fights, and it was just a mess. So they were like, beat it.
I got you, man. I got you. Speaking of missing weight and all this other stuff, I was on the toilet before the show started a little while ago, and I've seen this article several times on like every single MMA site.
On the toilet?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean,
Yo, what's the longest amount of time you've stayed on the toilet after being done taking a shit, scrolling on your phone?
I don't know, maybe like 20 minutes. I hide sometimes.
Yeah. Do pants still down?
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm just sitting there. You ever seen Nico, you ever seen This Is 40, that Paul Rudd movie?
Nah.
All right, so it was a sort of follow-up to Knocked Up. They had a couple of the same characters, but basically he hides in his bathroom and plays Words with Friends when like his family's getting on his nerves, and his wife catches him. It's hilarious, man. Yeah. That's kind of me, man.
What? You ever taken a meal to the bathroom?
Hell nah, but thank you for asking, man. I'm good on that.
I'm a savage.
A meal to the bathroom? Nah.
Yeah, bro. Straight up. like straight up.
What's wrong with you, man?
Chicken broccoli combination.
Just chilling in the bathroom?
Taking a shit.
You got problems, man. You got some problems. But anyway.
Never taken food to the bathroom. I mean, but I have done the whole, like, I'll go into the bathroom, like at work sometimes. I'll just go into the bathroom, pants fully on, and just sit my ass on the toilet. I'm not even peeing or pooping or nothing. I'm just sitting in there pretending so I don't have to be around people at work.
Yeah, breakfast beer in the shower?
Oh, yeah, breakfast beer in the shower is fucking, that's the way to go.
I'm not a beer drinker, man. I've never done a breakfast beer in the shower.
I don't anymore, but I used to.
Oh, yeah, no. I got 2 kids now, man. I have no beers in the shower now.
No, those days are over.
I feel you. All right, so look. These articles, I guarantee you guys have seen an article that says that Conor McGregor gained 35 pounds by doing whatever he's been doing, right? You've seen that article? Because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
And it talks about how he's 190 right now.
190 right now.
Right, 190.
Yep. That's what they say. Those are the reports.
Right, and he gained 35 pounds. Ben, you've seen that too, right?
Yeah, I've seen the pictures. I don't know if I've actually read the article or not. But.
And right. I haven't read the article yet either, but I decided to click on it while I was sitting there. Here's the issue with that article. They say that he gained 35 pounds. He went from 155 to 190. No, the fuck he didn't. He weighed in at 155 against Dustin, but we all know by the time he fought Dustin, he was probably 170.
At least
20 pounds of muscle, maybe, but he didn't gain 35 pounds of muscle. There's no freaking way. He wasn't walking around at 155, because if he was, he'd be fighting at 135. So that's like very misleading that they're putting this shit out there of how he's gained 20 pounds of or 35 pounds of muscle. It's bullshit. And he doesn't look that good with the extra weight. He doesn't. He looks kind of bloated.
It seems like he's really hugging Khabib's nuts. That's what it seems like. Like you hear that Khabib walks around at 200 and he chops down to 155. Like, why are you doing this? What are you doing this for?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's going on?
My first thought is he gained all that muscle to kind of like strengthen his injury, like from his injury. There's not much you can do when you can't walk, right? Like other than maybe like lift weights on your upper body and stuff.
And shoulders and shit like that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought at first. And then I saw like the pictures of him most recently and I was like, okay, he's pretty bulky all the way around, but I feel like that can't be good for a guy who relies on some speed and precision to be that much that thick. Like you're gonna lose some of that, right? I mean,
yeah, for sure.
Let's really get to the shit. Is he or is he not on a cycle though?
Oh, dude! I mean, he looks like he ate another Conor McGregor. So
he does.
I mean,
fucking massive. Look at the neck on me.
Yeah,
fucking neck is massive.
See, this is the thing though. If you are on a cycle, don't be fucking dumb and put out pictures. You know,
like that's still, right.
Right, and he's still in USADA testing. So, like, why are you even putting out the pictures?
They're gonna come looking for you.
Yeah. He's gonna end up in the middle of the ocean on a yacht and be like, "Oh, I couldn't get to them. I was on my yacht. I'll be out here for about, I don't know, how long does it take for steroids to get out of your system? Okay, 30 days. I'll be back in 30 days. Don't worry."
While Connor's bulking up, did you see there was like a picture that came out of Francis? He's kind of slimmed down a little bit.
Has he?
He's not carrying around as much muscle mass as like he did against Stipe.
You see, now that is what's going to make him scary to me.
Yeah, be a little bit faster.
If that speed goes through the roof, now that's what's going to make him scary.
I mean, it wasn't like a huge difference, but you could tell that he lost a little bit of weight, a little bit of muscle mass, like in a good way, not in a bad way.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad idea. He's always been so big that it's kind of hard to be fast. So maybe that'll help him out.
It also tells me he plans on going a little wild with Gon. He knows that he can handle that power.
Okay, yeah. I mean, sure, I believe that. I'm with it, Nico.
It doesn't sound like you believe it. It sounds like you brushing me off.
Hey, man, no, it's hey, man, I believe you. I agree with you, bro.
Don't brush off Cyril Gane.
I'm not brushing anybody off, Nico. Don't you worry, man. I know that Cyril Gane is going to lose that fight. Don't worry. I don't care how long it goes.
Yo, I'm
not brushing him off.
Even your boy Derrick Lewis is pulling for Gane.
I mean,
he wants that fight back with Gane, right? He wants to think he can get that back because he thinks he can beat him.
No, he just said he don't fuck with Francis as a person.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
he was like, I think that Gane is a cool dude. No, it's fuck Francis.
Bro, but look, this is the thing about Derrick Lewis. He looks like he eats chopped cheese, man. So
let's not put Derrick Lewis. He already beat your guy Francis.
He did. Oh man, hey, look, I'm a big Derrick Lewis fan, but that was one of the worst fucking fights of all time. I mean, literally, that was about like not Rockhold. It was like Caleb Starnes versus
Nate Quarry.
Yeah. I mean, they're two of like the worst fights in the history of the company. I know for different reasons, but man, that was just an awful fight, bro. I mean, even Derrick Lewis didn't do much that fight, Nico. Yeah, he won, but Jesus, that was
He
like
ate way more than Francis.
he did.
And that wasn't much. He still didn't do much in that fight.
Yeah.
He did way more than Francis did. So
I think that
Oh,
at that
bad.
point in his life, Francis was scared, man. He didn't like getting hit. He had just taken that ass whipping, and he was just in a bad place, man. Hey, Francis is an emotional fighter, man. He is. You could tell it. And I mean, sometimes that's good, and sometimes that's a horrible way to be. So, but don't worry, Nico. I totally agree with you that Gon is going to get it. Don't worry.
Gon is gonna win.
I'm with you, bro. I just don't see it, man. I don't buy it. I'm not buying what you're selling, Nico. One thing I did notice though is about Cyril Gane. I was looking at his record. I didn't realize that he had so many fights in the UFC. Like when they were saying the other night he'd won 7 fights in the UFC in a row or whatever, I was like, holy shit. And then I went and looked back. I'm like, I forgot about half of those fights. He's really had several fights. 7 obviously, but he's had a lot of. He even had one that was a submission win.
Wow.
Like, where the fuck did that come from?
What was it? I had an arm triangle.
Let me see. I can't even.
It was
remember.
either that or a rear naked.
Had to be.
Of course.
But I actually do think it was a head and arm.
Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure it was actually.
Yeah, it was. Let's see. No, okay. His first fight in the UFC, he won by a head and arm triangle. His second fight in the UFC was against Dontel Mays, and he won with a heel hook. That's the one that I remember.
Wow.
A fucking heel hook.
Wow. That's dope.
That's got to be no disrespect to Gon, but that's got to be a heavyweight with 0 submission defense to lose tonight. That you got some big ass legs at heavyweight, man.
For real.
Not every heavyweight, because John Jones is a heavyweight now, and I can see him getting heel hook with them chicken legs.
Hey, he's allegedly a heavyweight.
Anthony Smith could be a heavyweight.
Super heavyweight, man. John Jones, he's gonna weigh in at like 300 pounds by the end of this fucking thing, dude.
His legs still gonna look like mine.
Yeah, for real. Hey, look, actually,
genetic.
What's that?
Calves are genetic.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, look, Ben, I actually wanted to tell you that today I was playing UFC 4. I sent you that one picture. It was the middleweight division. For some reason, for the whole hour, I wasn't getting any light heavyweight fights. I was only getting middleweight. No. It was either welterweight or middleweight. All I was getting was middleweight the entire hour, and every single person kept picking Israel Adesanya, of course. So I went through the thing just to find out who is actually taller than him, because I just wanted somebody that was taller. And apparently Anthony Smith is the same height. But, bro, I started knocking people out like it was nothing. For real, because they have him so big. Like, he looks like the light heavyweight Anthony Smith fighting at middleweight. Bro, I was kicking Israel Adesanya's ass. I think I knocked him out twice and submitted him once. I didn't lose for like that hour. I was killing these people, bro. It was ridiculous. So, yeah, I got a new middleweight I like to use.
That was me the other night. I was playing with Jose Aldo online.
Nice.
And for some reason, people online
Twitch popping or what?
People don't like to block leg kicks online, so I was just eating up everybody's legs with Jose.
Yeah,
you need to get that Twitch popping and start streaming.
Yeah, we do. You're right about that.
That's Twitch.
I was gonna say just make a Fight Gods and we'll stream off that.
We've got one. We've got a Twitch, man. I haven't been on there in a little while. I've been slacking on that. But yeah, we need to do that. And we can stream this onto Twitch if we ever want to. So before we get to the fight picks, let's see. There were a couple other things that I wanted to talk about, or at least one. So first of all, Juliana Pena pissed off some people because she said she is the first actual mom, real mom, whatever, mother that won a title in the UFC. And Ben, you remember I asked you that like immediately after the fight. I said, is she the first legitimate gave birth mother in the company? So she had said something about that. And she clarified later on. I mean, she said Amanda's a great mom. Our kids were hanging out, whatever. She's like, I was just saying that I was the first one to actually give birth to a baby. But Shayna Baszler came out and was talking shit about that whole thing, and she said Juliana Pena, what was it? Basically, this is how a role model talks, or some shit like that. And I was like, come on, you got your ass kicked by the girl back in the day in Ultimate Fighter, and of course you're still salty about it. She freaking cried on TV. They had Ronda Rousey consoling her for like 5 minutes straight because she lost a fight to a no-name person, and she was supposed to be like one of the favorites to win the Ultimate Fighter. So I thought that was kind of ridiculous. Then, Shayna Baszler, this was her comment. Such a wonderful, wonderful person to be a role model as champion. Sarcasm in parentheses. Okay, so there's that. Also, Juliana Pena had said that she thought that Amanda Nunes was a better fighter than Kayla Harrison and the lesser of the two sparring partners, and that Kayla's been fighting in a B-level company. I see nothing wrong with that because she has been fighting in a B-level company. If she'd been fighting in Bellator, you could say the same thing. I mean, look, Kayla Harrison's pissed off. She's like, oh, watch what you say and this and that, whatever, B-level, blah, blah, blah. It's all well and good, but like before Ronda Rousey fought in the UFC, she was fighting in a B-level company. She got to an A-level company, and they built a damn company around her. Michael Chandler, same thing. And even if they do have some decent people in there, like Ben, you were talking about the one woman in PFL. Kayla Harrison has to realize it is a B-level company. She never said Kayla Harrison was a B-level fighter. She said she's fighting in a B-level company. I don't see anything wrong with either of like the comments that she made, but I wanted to get your guys' take on those. I mean, Nico, you want to start? Ben, you want to start? Who wants to start it up?
There's absolutely nothing wrong with anything that she said. To give birth and go through that and everything that their bodies go through, postpartum, everything like that comes with actually giving birth to a child, to come back and as fast as Juliana did, and then to become champion. I think that just shows exactly the type of woman that she is. And she's right when she says, I'm the first mom that gave birth.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with saying that. It doesn't negate the fact that Amanda Nunes is a mother champion. She is. All respect to anybody who adopts, is in a same-sex marriage, and one carries it. All that shit is fine and dandy. She's just throwing the stat out there. I delivered it. Fantastic. Great.
I agree. And the one we weren't sure about was Holly Holm, but she didn't have any kids. Chili Willie is in the building. Chili, we're glad to have you here. What's up, bro? How are things in the Philippines? Look, man, next week, I don't think there's any fights the following weekend. So if next week, if you want to come on, man, let me know. We'd love to have you on here just to chop it up, man. I think what we're going to do on next Wednesday is just talk about like the best things that have happened in MMA and wrestling this year. We'll just we'll kind of like a year in review, and we'll talk about that kind of stuff. Ben has a challenge for you to some kind of steel cage match or something. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff going on next week if you want to come through. Watch out for Ben. Watch out for Ben. I saw some videos of him wrestling. He bites people, so be careful of that, man.
You get my ass kicked.
And also, Shayna probably salty about this whole entire situation because Juliana was talking about how Amanda was dodging her and she took the easy way out, accepting the fight with Ronda, and she called Ronda a can. And Shayna is, a ride or die for Ronda. That's her girl. So, of course, she's looking for anything that she could grasp right now to try and drag her name through the dirt.
Yeah, that's true. Ben, go ahead, and then I got one more question for you guys. But go ahead. What do you think of these comments that she's made about both?
The mother comment, while I don't think it was a bad comment, I think it was unnecessary. I don't think it adds like anything but negativity on her, like especially, you know what I mean? Because people are especially in this day and age, people are gonna find a reason to dislike what you have to say, period.
No matter what. Yeah.
No matter what. So do I disagree with what she said? No. Do I think it was unnecessary? Yes. Like, you're the first real mom champion, and that's all that matters. Like, you don't need to express it to everybody else. Mainly because unless you're going to paint yourself to be some Colby Covington type villain, you don't, why bother? Like, what difference does it make?
Do Did you guys watch The Ultimate Fighter when Juliana Pena was on there?
I mean, probably, but that was a long time ago, and I don't have a good memory.
Did you watch it, Nico, by any chance?
I don't recall.
It was the season. Okay, so Misha Tate was her coach. Ronda Rousey was the opposing coach. And during the show, bro, she would piss people off. She was the heel of the Ultimate Fighter, Juliana Pena was. She used to break out with that English accent and start talking shit to people, like a literal like British English accent, just to piss people off. Kind of like how Nicki Minaj does it on some songs, which was fucking hilarious to me. I've liked her ever since back then, but she definitely can play that heel character, Ben. But
well, then embrace it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't think personally she did anything wrong. I just feel like it was unnecessary. And I mean, talk shit about Kayla Harrison. That's the best way to get her to where you want her. Like, I mean, yeah, PFL's not a bad company, but I mean, it's not the A League.
Right. Yep, that's true. So let me ask you guys a question. Now, we've never discussed this. Like I said, we will get over to
that lung up.
Huh? Coughing a lung up.
Coughing up that lung.
Who, Paul?
Yeah.
I mean,
got dab pen thing.
Hey, where is Paul, man? I never see him online anymore, man. I was gonna ask you about that.
Come through with that sexy accent.
We're all pretty busy, I guess. Yeah. Like we kind of talked about it in the group chat today. Like we've all been slacking on doing some stuff, but
Gotcha. So let me ask you guys this. Let's say a couple years ago, Holly Holm didn't get the title fight against Ronda Rousey. Number one, how would Valentina have done against her if she would have gotten a shot? And how would Juliana Pena have done against her if she would have gotten the shot? I'd love both of your guys' opinion on that, and then we can go to the picks. But I thought about that earlier today when I was looking at the female pound for pound rankings. You know, they have Juliana as number 4 right now. They have Rose at number 2. She moved above Amanda. And Valentina was number 2. She moved up to number 1. And Amanda came down to number 3, Juliana number 4. And then it just got me thinking about, you know, they were both in the UFC in the right division at the time when Ronda was there. How do you guys think they would have done against Ronda?
I think Juliana would have been too green back then. I think that she would have had too much inexperience. But I think Valentina would have mopped her.
Yeah. Okay. You think the same thing, Nico?
Shit.
Because, how many years ago was it that Ronda was in the UFC?
Let's see. She lost the title. I'm gonna say 4 years ago, just off the top of my head.
So I feel
it been 5.
I don't know if Valentina would have mopped her either. Maybe. I don't know, man. Shit, that's tough.
Wow, 6 years ago, Ben.
I don't know if Valentina big enough.
Okay. That's true.
6 years.
That's true, Nico.
Now she would. Now she would for sure. I don't care what the weight is.
Yeah. Okay.
But back then, yeah, like coming across that ring and trying to throw hands and legs at Ronda, that was a death sentence. Like Holly Holm did it right, but she had a lot of people to go off of, you know, getting that game plan right.
Right.
I feel like I said, Juliana was a little inexperienced because she didn't have very many fights coming off the Ultimate Fighter, right?
Well, she had. I think she was 6-2 coming off the Ultimate Fighter, and then she had, you know, her 4 fights on the Ultimate Fighter, which they consider to be whatchamacallit. So she had 8 fights, like legit fights.
Would have played directly into Ronda's hands. This version of Juliana kind of plays into Ronda's hands, honestly. I don't think she got KO power in her hands like that. So coming across and throwing hands like that at Ronda, she probably get taken down too. They wind up wrestling. I think
that's kind of what I thought too.
Wins the grappling exchange.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, yeah, I just wanted your guys' opinion. And I actually was about to go to the picks, but did you guys see all the Dustin Poirier, Nate Diaz stuff this afternoon? So they basically been going back and forth. Nate said he'll fight Dustin Poirier in January. Poirier said, fuck it, we'll just fight this month. These two are insane, man. I mean, Do you think this fight actually does happen at 170 sometime in the beginning of
I
the
didn't
year?
see none of that, but I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I like the fight. I think it makes sense for both of them.
170. Don't make Dustin cut nothing. Let him eat. Let him enjoy his camp. Get that payday. I think they do that. I think he could run a fight with Masvidal.
Yeah.
I think he could run a fight with Leon
It
Edwards.
won't be Masvidal. I think those two are like real close. Poirier and Masvidal. I'm pretty sure I've read that somewhere. But hey, Nico, just so you know, the quote was from Nate Diaz. I'll fight DP in January. Don't be scared, little bitch. This time, now or never. Then Dustin Poirier said, I'll fight you this month. And then later on, he said Nathaniel with a question mark. And then Nate Diaz said, you're full of shit. Dustin Poirier said, I'm serious, bro. And some girl named Sandy Pants MMA said, all I want for Christmas is Dustin and Nate to fight. So that's the whole story. But
Who the
hey,
fuck is Sandy Pants?
I don't know, man. Dustin. Hey, what's up, Fonz? Chilling, bro. Glad you're in here, man. What's up, Chili Willy? Yeah, Dustin looking for the fight, the big money fights. I agree, man. Hey, why not? You just lost the title fight. Get paid, man. You can see that the champion's doing that too, man. You see Charles Oliveira wants to fight Conor. He wants the Conor fight, and he even said he wants a money fight against Conor. Why not, right? At the end of the day, that's what they fight for. They fight for money, man. And if it wasn't for that, then they'd be fighting for free. So
it's so stupid to have Conor fight for the fucking title, though.
I don't see it happening. I'm just saying,
just give him the fucking money. Like,
yeah.
That's so stupid.
Let's pull a WWE and say, well, Conor could get a non-title fight, and if he wins, then he could get a title match. There we go. That's how we can solve that.
I'm with that. Yes, but I just don't even like being in the title picture.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm just fucking around. But yeah, I don't see Conor walking back into a title fight. Not at all. But hey, crazier things have happened. So let's just, see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't happen that way. I think it would get like real bad backlash. But anyway, you guys want to talk about Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley and then the UFC event? Yeah. So, Ben, you were kind of telling me a little bit before we got on the air about the open workouts. I didn't get to see them yet. Nico, have you seen the open workouts from today?
I have not watched them yet.
All right, Ben, what was your take on them?
Well, they had Woodley doing some open hitting some mitts in the open workouts, and man, he was slow. He looked slow. His footwork looked bad. And if he doesn't have more power in his hands, I feel like it'll probably be a repeat.
Yeah. I got you. Nico, I said it the other week, and I'll say it again now. I think that Jake Paul wins again, and I think he actually finishes Woodley this time. I think you're right. I think Woodley is going to come out swinging for the fences, and I don't think he's going to knock Jake Paul out. And I think by round 2 or 3, I think Tyron Woodley is going to be exhausted, and he's just going to start getting peppered and eventually get TKO'd. I don't see him going unconscious like Ben Askren or anything like that, but I do see him getting like defenseless just from taking so many shots and his arms being tired. That's my official pick. I'm going to say TKO by Jake Paul in the 3rd round. But what's your pick, Nico?
I got for unanimous decision.
Again, okay. Another decision, but unanimous this time. And
one of the kids that I train is actually in Florida right now, training with Milton, who is the head coach for Logan Paul in his fight versus Mayweather. And he actually wound up getting invited to the fights this weekend. Nice. So he'll be out there ringside, which is pretty cool.
That's what's up. Ben, what's your take?
I mean, I'd love to be wrong, but I'll go with Jake Paul. I can't believe I just fucking said those words out loud.
It's hard, man.
I'm going to go with Jake Paul, I guess. I just feel like Woodley's here for the money.
Yeah, probably. And there is Woodley did say today that there is a contract.
$100,000 bounty on his head.
Yeah. There's also a clause that if he wins, then Jake Paul gets the trilogy. They put that in the contract. That was something they agreed by. Come on, Chili. You said the same thing like 2 months ago, bro. Woodley wins by KO, man.
Well, yo, the $500,000 bounty, man, he's gonna come out trying to kill that boy.
I think that's all it is just to let him come out there and start swinging wild, man. But
it's like Jake did, man. If Woodley wins, you got the trilogy set up, and it's gonna make even more money.
That's
like,
true.
They're fine.
Did you see that video that I sent of Logan Paul and the Island Boys, Nico? I know you like the Island Boys.
Yeah, I did see that.
Bro, it looked like Logan Paul was going to take his belt off.
Wait, why'd you say that?
Because that one girl in the UFC comes out to Island Boys, and you were on here singing it.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You were singing it live on air.
I was only singing because I'm from Long Island.
All right, okay.
I live in Rhode Island. That's the only reason I sang it. But then they fucked around, right? And they said that Rhode Island is not actually an island, so their name ain't even good in my area, dog. They can't show their faces out of here. They ever want to pull through Connecticut, Rhode Island, any place like that, Boston, they gotta check in with the kid. I don't play that shit. He trying to tell them that they was thugging. Nah, motherfucker, you gotta check in now. You said Rhode Island, not an island. No, we an island, boy.
I mean, I guess technically I'm an island boy too, because where I live is called French Island. So
yeah, what's French Island, boy?
Hey, well, let me ask you this, Nico. Did it not look like Logan Paul was about to take off his belt and start spanking those motherfuckers at the end of the video?
I don't know if you guys are being serious right now, but we're done.
yeah, for real. Like he looked like he was about to like Big Brother them with his belt or something.
100%. Y'all know who I am. I fought Mayweather. I bet you he do that shit all the time now when he get drunk. Somebody start mouthing off. I fought Mayweather.
Mayweather, motherfucker. What did you do?
I had the 100%. Money fight, motherfucker. But hell yeah. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna pull up the UFC website, and we are gonna talk UFC Fight Night.
We going from the bottom up, or we're gonna go from like the first fight on the main card up?
Yeah, we could do that. That's
Cub Swanson versus Darren Elkins.
Yep. Man, I don't
want to pick against SoCal.
I feel you. Hey, look,
I don't want to pick against SoCal.
I can't believe the Cub Swanson is a 2-1 favorite. I really can't. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy's a legend and he's tough. But man, Darren Elkins is pretty fucking tough too, man. I think this should have been like a pick'em fight.
I do too.
I was really surprised.
Y'all don't want to pick against SoCal. I'm
gonna take Darren Elkins, honestly, man. I'm gonna take Darren Elkins with the upset.
Shut the fuck up, Will.
No, I'm taking him, man. Darren the Damage Elkin, bro. It's a bad fucking guy, man. Nico.
All right, where you going, Ben?
I'm going to go with Cub Swanson.
That's right, baby. SoCal, let's go. Stand up.
I just think that he's got the power on the feet to make Elkins shoot for a takedown, and we know Cub's got some submissions.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I like Darren Elkins a lot, and I think this is a fight that Elkins can win. But I feel like if Cub tags him on the feet, he's going to shoot for a takedown, and I think Cub can submit him. So I'm going to go with Cub.
Okay. And both of them are coming. Elkins coming off of 2 wins. One was a rear naked choke. One was a TKO. And Cub is coming off of that nasty body kick and punches knockout from Giga Chikadze, probably a future title challenger.
But Cub has won 2 in a row before that, so
that's true. Yeah, absolutely. And Elkins lost 4 in a row before his 2 wins.
Jesus, really?
Yeah. But, I mean, it was against Volkanovski, Ricardo Lamas, Ryan Hall by decision. Like I said, Volkanovski by decision, and Nate Landwehr.
Ryan Hall by decision.
Yep.
Nate Landwehr, yeah.
Bro. Cub Swanson wins this fight convincingly.
Bro, all Ryan Hall did really was just dominate him on the ground, you know? It's
Which
not like
surprises me, actually.
yeah.
I mean, I
Well,
know Hall's great on the ground, but Elkins is too. He's a grinder. That's what he does. But
yeah. Hey, we all have rough nights, man. Chili Willie wants to know: is Michael Chandler a bust in the UFC? Ben, what do you think, Ben?
not yet. But he's got to win his next one, or it'll be looking that way.
No,
Yeah, I don't see him
no.
as being a bust either. Some people were talking shit about him today. They're like, "How is he ranked number 5? He's 1-2 in the UFC." Okay, well, let's see. He came in and
Put
he
Charles
fought.
on ice skates.
Well, no, well, he came in and he knocked out the number 4 guy at the time, which was Dan
Facts.
Hooker,
Facts.
right? Then he fought Charles for the title, which
Put
is
him
the
on
number
skates.
1 guy. Put him on skates, then lost. And then he fought the number 3 guy now, Justin Gaethje.
Put him on skates.
Right. So
Yeah, but
I
you got
mean,
to take him off those skates, right? Like you got to
Yeah.
put him out.
You don't. We learned that with Tony Ferguson. We learned that with a bunch of guys. You don't. As long as you can make the fight exciting and interesting, the people gonna keep you around. Who else?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Perry's not a bust. I don't see
losing
him as
losing fights would consider you to be a bust, though. Like if you came in
Yeah.
supposed to be this big shot, like I said, he's got to win his next one. I mean,
bro, I
don't
got a
know.
feeling I know who his next fight's gonna be, and if I'm right, bro, he's definitely going to fucking break Tony Ferguson's face.
oh God,
that's
I
his
hope
next
you don't
fight.
do that.
I think it's his next fight. I really do.
They don't do that. Poor Tony doesn't need that.
Tony keeps saying that his next fight's about to be announced. Chandler has nothing coming up, and the rest of the top 10 it looks like are pretty booked up.
God, I hope not. Poor Tony.
I mean, bro, that's gonna be a broken jaw. It's gonna be a broken jaw, and I think that he definitely would finish Tony off. But
I hope. Oh, poor Tony.
hey, that's another one. Khabib says he wants to sign for his company, Tony Ferguson.
Jesus. Well, he'll have the chance if that happens. Jesus Christ.
For real.
So like, nah, never mind.
What, you don't see Chandler and Ferguson fighting?
No, I just don't see him as a bust.
Oh no, I don't see him as
I'm
a
not
bust.
trying to say he is a bust. I'm just saying
No.
I can see him being labeled one if he doesn't pick up a win in his next fight.
Yeah, that's fair.
Being 1-3 in the UFC, no matter who you lost to when they brought you in to I don't know. I don't know.
But if you look at it, Ben, I mean, it is the number 1 and the number 1 and the champion, because Gaethje's ranked first now. He jumped above Poirier for some reason. I mean,
people are gonna shit on Chandler anyway just because of where he came from.
Yeah, I mean, look, the only other people in the top 10 that Chandler could fight that's not booked up, I don't think Gregor Gillespie has a fight, but he's number 10, and Dan Hooker is still ranked number 8, Ferguson 7, and
how the hell is Ferguson 7?
Right, and I don't know if Rafael dos Anjos has anything going on right now, so I could see him going against Rafael dos Anjos, or
that'd be an awesome fight. Dos Anjos and Chandler, that'd be an awesome fight.
Yeah, I think so. I think that they're about the same height, and they're both good on the feet, good on the ground. Yeah, that could be a good fight.
That'd be an awesome fight.
Yeah. So, anyway, we'll go to the next fight. It's Diego Ferreira versus, and I don't even know how to say Gamrot's first name, so I'm not even gonna fuck it up. Is it Matuzis? I don't know.
Matthew, yeah.
Yeah. I do know he's a tough motherfucker, though, man.
That's who my pick is.
Yeah, I'm going with Gamrot too, man. That dude is. I think he's got 1 loss. Yeah, he's 19-1. He's a bad dude, bro. His only loss is a split decision loss. So yeah, I'm taking him, man. Yeah, I think he actually will probably finish Fiera, in my opinion. Nico, what do you think of this fight? What's up?
I'm not too familiar with either one of them.
Okay.
Honestly.
What are you gonna say, Ben? You don't think Fiera is gonna get finished?
No, I just was gonna say the only. I mean, I know Fahea has gone on he had a nice little win streak there, but I just remember him getting absolutely fucking destroyed by Poirier.
Right.
Dustin knocked him out, literally out cold.
Right.
That's what I remember him for.
Yep, and he's not. I'm not going to say. Well, okay, he's
And he's
pretty
on a
much.
2-fight losing streak.
Yeah, he's pretty much like a gatekeeper into the top 15. If you really think about it, I mean, he's number 12, but like on their way into the top of the division, you had Poirier. Let's see, Poirier beat him, Beneil Dariush beat him,
Twice.
and twice, yeah, and Gregor Gillespie. I mean, he's the kind of guy that bounces you into the top 10. So I think with a nice performance here, Gamrot will be considered doing pretty well, and maybe get a number next to his name because he's not ranked right now. I don't believe. No, he's not ranked right now. So
Because he had lost a couple fights back, but most recently he had that fucking Kimura when Jeremy Stevenson decided to go to the ground with him.
yep, and first minute into the fight. That's right, and he knocked out Holtzman on that ABC card. So I'm gonna go with him.
19-1, man. His one loss is a split decision that a lot of people thought he won. So
yeah, yep. So Nico, you didn't make a pick for that fight?
It's tough because I'm really not familiar with either one of them.
That's fine, man. Don't even.
I'll go with Fedea though, just because I like his last name.
I don't think you should, but okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next fight is Ricky Simone versus Rafael Assunção. I think this is a good fight for Ricky Simone. I'm going to take him. I'll go ahead and throw my pick out there, and I think that this will be a good way for him to probably get ranked at this point, right? What do you guys think, Ben? What do you think?
Oh, I'm also picking Simone. I think Assunção's on. I mean, he's 39 years old. There's a lot of miles on the tank. He's lost 3 in a row. I got to go with Ricky Simone. I think he's tough. He's gritty. And he doesn't quit. So,
yep.
Yeah, I'll fuck with Ricky Simone. I'm rocking with him as well.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, not that the 3 guys that Assunção's lost to are fucking anybody to sneeze at. I think it's Marlon Moraes, Cody Garbrandt, and Corey Sandhagen were his last 3 losses. But
right.
It's crazy.
That's the wrong side of but he's 39 and he's been. Yeah, I got to go with Ricky Simone.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much feel the same way. It is 3 in a row, and then before that, his most recent loss was to TJ Dillashaw. I mean, he hasn't really lost to any bums or anything like that, but just I think that he's seen better days in the octagon. So while 3 of us are picking Ricky Simone, and the next fight, Ben, you want to talk about this fight? You want to introduce it? Go ahead, man.
Sure. We're going to do Amanda Lemos versus Angela Hill. I cannot stand Angela Hill, so I pick against her literally every time she fights. So I'm going to go with Amanda Lemos here. I think that Angela Hill shits the bed pretty much any time she's given the opportunity to take the next step forward. So I feel like she's just going to do that again here.
Sure.
History's not kind to Angela Hill, basically. Like, I mean, her record shows that whenever she needs to win the most, she loses. So,
yeah, and she's literally Nico's favorite usual suspect. That's a female. Like, she's the favorite to make the list every time.
Well, I have no idea that's a coincidence that I agree with Nico
on the list.
Yeah, it's every single time. It's not just once. It's.
Hey, my boy Fawn said, "Hey, I'm 45. I'm still banging." Oh wait, you're talking about the fights. Never mind. Carry on. That's what's up, Fonz. Nico, I know you're not picking Angela Hill.
I'm gonna go with Angela Suspect Hill.
You are? Oh, you said you are or you're not?
I am.
Why?
Because I feel like if I go against her, she gonna win.
Nico, get the fuck out of here. But bro, Lemos is pretty fucking good, right?
How good is she?
She's so good that she's won 4 fights in a row, and she beat down Montserrat Ruiz and knocked her out in 35 seconds. That's how good she is.
She beat Liviana Souza within 1 round too. That's back-to-back knockouts.
Bro, she's bad, man. I mean, you could take Angela Hill if you want.
Unranked?
Nah, 11 versus 12.
Okay, I'll go with Amanda.
I think that's a wise decision, Nico.
Persuaded me. You pulled
Nico,
me over.
Yeah, I mean, I could have argued more for Juliana Pena the other week, but I wasn't like that confident. I mean, I thought she was gonna win. I was hoping she's gonna win, but
I fucked myself, man. Come on, man. I feel bad, yo. And honestly, yo, apologies to Rick Little, man. I should have rocked with you. You came up here. You told us what it was. I got on. We knew that wrestling would be the downfall of that girl when it all was said and done.
Yeah.
Sure. Man. I bitched up, man. When them odds came out and it was like 1,000 to 1, it was like,
yeah. Plus 1,000.
It's still Amanda.
Fawn said, don't count out the old guys yet, though. Remember George Foreman or Randy Couture, I believe in experience. Glover Teixeira.
Jose Aldo.
Jose Aldo is the oldest 34-year-old I've ever seen fight in my life.
I was gonna say he's still not that old though, Jose. He's still
in fighting years, he's 107.
He's only 34?
Yeah, he's 34, I think.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Be cool with me. Damn, I thought he was older than that. I thought he was like.
I know, it's because he looks like he's 60.
Well, but he's been fucking everybody up since he was like 18.
I can't fanboy out over somebody 34 years old. I feel like I throw my bra at Aldo if I see him in the airport.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I'm gonna be shaking my house boobies for you.
That's hilarious. Hey man, if you're going to jail though, man, just make sure you keister a knife or a gun, man.
Who are you fanboying out over from the MMA world?
Who, me? Valentina Shevchenko.
Stop it, Anderson.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. When I met Vanderlei Silva, I was like, bro, that was like huge for me, man. Vanderlei is a fucking, I don't know, man. He's a legend to me. And like, I sat down with him. Like, people were taking pictures, right? And I was just chilling, man. I was wearing my Anderson Silva shirt that night too. Fun fact. And like, Vanderlei's like, hey, come here, man. And I'm like, all right, because I just want there to get his autograph and to say hello and shake his hand. He said, come sit down. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I like was looking over my shoulder thinking he was talking to somebody else or something. Seriously. And I sit down with him and he's like, I need some pictures for my Twitter and Instagram. Do you mind if I take some pictures of us? And I'm like, no, that's fucking awesome. So I have like 5 or 6 pictures of me and him, and he's got pictures of me and him on his Twitter. I'll have to go try to find them. But and then I asked him, I said, man, how are you gonna do in this Chris Lieben fight coming up? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna kick his ass so bad. He got fucked up by Chris Lieben, a couple months later. But bro, I was fanboying over him, man. That dude, he's so fucking cool, man. He really was. And that was a big middleweight, bro. I mean, he's a pretty big dude for fighting at middleweight. But we know who Ben. I know you would say Frankie Edgar. You'd fanboy over, but who else?
Definitely Frankie. But if there was somebody else, it would probably be Dom Cruz. I just think that guy. I'd love to sit down and fucking pick that cat's brain.
Okay, I got
He's
one
a super
more
intelligent fighter. So
yeah.
Oh, I'm GSP in it. If we're doing one more, it's GSP.
Yeah, I mean, I said Vanderlei and Anderson Silva, but I got to throw on an honorable mention of Chael Sonnen and Michael Bisping, because I think those two are some of the funniest fucking guys ever. They both
I don't feel like I would get that nervous energy. I mean, like, I would probably get antsy around these motherfuckers.
Uh-huh. Oh, you would? Oh,
yeah. I would just be like, oh, these are my guys. These are the guys.
That's true. That's true, man. I see what you're saying now. Is there anybody else? No, I'd say Vanderlei and Anderson. I thought those guys were the fucking bomb. Yeah. And if it's a female, it's gonna be Valentina. I might just faint or something if she said.
You know who my female is?
Yes, Nico, we do. What's her name? The one that looks like Deuce Bigelow, Ben?
Oh, stop it. It's not Berta. You know, cut it out. Come on, man.
We know Thug Rose.
That's
Thug
exactly.
Rose.
But if I could go Bellator, it's Mallory Lorena.
Oh, for sure. And Ben, who's your female MMA fanboy moment?
I want to tell you, you're gonna make fun of me.
Cyborg.
Nah, dude, I love Carla Esparza, dude.
Carla. Cook.
Carla.
She's like the most adorable. She's like the most adorable little thing in the whole world.
Carla.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's not embarrassing. If you would have said like, I don't know, if you would have said like Gabby Garcia or something.
Lee Spencer. Pitbull.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Pitbull. Hey, you know that's what I wanted.
Betch Kahea, dude. Yeah, that's my fan.
No, I was gonna say though, that was where I was going with that earlier too, and I forgot to bring her up, Gabby Garcia. It's the same thing with her. Like when people are like, "Oh, she's fighting a bunch of cans and she's in the B League." She is, and she did, but that's because there wasn't really anywhere else for her to go. And for Kayla Harrison, there's really not anywhere else for her to go. If she signs the UFC, she might have 1 or 2 fights, and then what is she gonna do? You know, I mean, there's not. I mean, and if Gabby Garcia signed with the UFC, I mean, she could fight Glover Teixeira. They're about the same weight class, but then what else is she going to do there?
Fucking hell.
They don't have any females to fight her, you know? It's kind of hard to talk shit about that one person that just destroys people. I mean, I know she's retired now or doesn't whatever, but it's kind of hard to talk shit and really gauge people like that because you have no idea how they would do against somebody, you know, that of decent skill level. That's all. That was my point earlier. But Nico, go ahead and talk about this next fight, man. Go ahead and introduce it, bro. The co-main.
Steven, let's fucking go. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Bilal Muhammad. This is gonna be a good fight. Bilal is gonna come out hungry as hell, especially off that eye poke loss to who was that? Leon?
Yeah, no contest, but yeah.
Rocky with no contest. But I think that Steven is going to win this fight. I think that he's going to create some really good angles, get his strikes off. It's going to be tough, though, but it's 3 rounds. That's why I got to rock with Steven. He's built for 5. Output's going to be where it needs to be.
Yeah.
I got Steven. What about you guys?
You want me to go, Ben, or you want to go?
Sure, you can go first.
I'm going with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson as well. I think that Bilal Muhammad is pretty good, but I think he'll always be a bottom 5 and not a top 5 fighter. And I think that his grappling isn't amazing. It's good. His striking isn't amazing. It's good. Wonderboy's got good takedown defense, and Wonderboy is very elusive. And I think that he'll just, the angles. You know, I think that he'll just keep him at bay the whole night, and I don't think that Bilal will be able to just get off exactly what he wants to. And
Steven might knock him out.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe, but I think Steven wins a unanimous decision across the board, honestly. But yeah, that's my take on the fight. Ben, what about you, man?
I think this fight is going to be too similar to his fight with Gilbert Burns. I think that Bilal is going to be too big. I think that he'll be able to bully him a little bit. No joke on his nickname. I think that he'll be able to bully him a little bit. I'd really love to pick Thompson, but I'm going to pick Muhammad here. He's on a roll. He's had I think he's won 4 out of his last 5, including the no contest because he just beat Maya last time out.
Right. So that's 4 wins in a row. I mean, you got to kind of.
And the guys that he's fighting have been better with. He's fought some grapplers. He's fought some strikers. He fought Diego Lima, and he fucking embarrassed Diego Lima. I just think he's going to be too big, too strong. I'd love to be wrong because Stephen Thompson's like one of the few good guys in the sport. So I'd love to see Stephen Thompson get a win, but I think it's kind of like a change in the guard moment.
One more run, baby. One more run.
I hope so. This would be one of those fights that if I'm wrong, I'm happy I'm wrong. Like,
yeah.
But I think Muhammad will be just too big, too strong.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this. It seems like when Bilal Muhammad fights like big time strikers, heavy duty strikers, he doesn't do as well. He's got that loss just under 2 years ago to Jeff Neal. That was his last loss. He's also got a knockout loss to Vicente Luque. And I mean, you don't catch anything from that Jeff Neal loss by decision. You don't think the Wonder Boy will be able to do the same type of stuff and keep Bilal at bay?
I mean, it's a possibility. I think that was a little while ago for Bilal. And Thompson, he's what, 39 now?
Is he? I know that. I'm not sure. Let me check it out.
He's one of the older guys in the division.
38. He'll be 39 in February, so he might as well be 39.
I just think this is the perfect opportunity for Muhammad to make the statement that he needs to make. I don't think he's going to finish him by any means. But I think this is like the signature win that's kind of been evading Muhammad. I don't know. I don't take a loss 2 years ago. I mean, I feel like he's evolved since then.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't want to pick against Thompson because I knew Nico was going to be so upset at me.
Nah,
picking against the karate guy.
It's all good.
It is what it is. When it actually comes to UFC, I'm an American wrestling guy through and through.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you guys though. I think it'll be a decent fight. I think it'll be a pretty good fight, but I think that it will have times where it's very, very slow. I think there will be a point where Bilal has Steven against the cage and they're pretty much just grappling. Probably every round that'll happen at least for 30 seconds or something like that. I could see Bilal definitely trying to back him into the cage and grapple with him. But Steven's takedown defense is so freaking good, man. I mean, Woodley had a hard time taking him down. A lot of these guys did. So, I mean, we'll just see what happens. The main event, Derrick Lewis versus Chris Daukaus. I'm surprised that Chris is the favorite here. Are you guys surprised about that? No, not even coming off of a title fight, though?
No, just with how bad Derrick looked in that title fight and how good Chris has looked in his little run that he's got here, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Okay. I mean, I am going to take Derrick Lewis. I don't think that Chris has fought anybody really on his level. The biggest name that he really fought has been Alexei Olenek, in my opinion. Yeah, man, he hits hard, but Derrick hits, I think, harder. And I think it's really going to be a race to see who lands the first big shot. Now, we could see Derrick Lewis decide he's going to make it a shitty fight like he did that Francis Ngannou fight. I mean, I think Francis was more to blame for that, to be honest with you. But if you got two guys that both are respectful of each other's power, we've seen in the past, it can kind of be a shitty fight. I hope that's not the case here. But I am taking Derrick Lewis by knockout. Ben, go ahead. What do you think, man?
No, let Nico go.
Because you're going with the coast, I got you.
Lewis, I
got Lewis. We in the Apex. We got the smaller ring. Adrenaline was running high. Pressure was on. It was a title fight in his hometown. Pressure's off a little bit now. And walking in the underdog. That's how he like it. He about to get some people paid. Lights out for Daukaus. Daukaus is going to try and follow that Cyril God game plan, stick and move from the outside, but when he touch you, good night.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to have that kind of ability like Gon did, I don't think. Real quick, I will throw this out there before Ben gives us his pick. They're both 6'3". Daukaus's reach is 76. Lewis is 79. So he's got a 3-inch reach advantage. But go ahead, Ben. We are listening.
I'm picking Chris for two reasons. One, I just like him. I just like the type of fighter he is. I think that he's been one of the better surprises to come out of this pandemic era fighting. And for 2, I think it would be better for the division if Chris wins over Derrick Lewis. If Lewis wins, there's nothing but rematches ahead of him. It's just one of those things where he's fought everybody there is to fight, and he's shit the bed in a couple of fights that he shouldn't have shit the bed in. And I think it's better for the way that for the division to move forward if Chris Daukaus wins. And I just, like I said, I just like him. I like his style. I like his heart. I like it all. So I'm not picking against Lewis as much as I'm picking that I just because I really like Chris Daukaus.
No,
Hey,
he still got Stipe.
I mean, there is the Stipe fight.
That's it.
So if a win over Stipe puts you back in that title picture, and it don't matter if it's a rematch or not.
That's the only fight that he's got that he hasn't already done. There's nothing. I don't personally get a benefit out of him winning this fight.
Hold on, Lewis? I thought Lewis has also got he's got Biggie Boy he could fight too.
He fought Biggie Boy. No, Francis fought Biggie Boy.
Yeah,
no, Lewis fought Biggie Boy too, didn't he?
No, I don't think so.
He hasn't fought Rosenstruck?
No.
Mirror match.
Yeah, I mean, that's a decent fight. And then who was the other one? And then I mean, look, you got Tom Aspinall and Ty Abusa.
Aspinall's my guy, yo. That's the one on the come up right there.
You watch your mouth, man. Ty is the man. Let me ask you guys
Ty
this.
is on the come up too. Yeah, facts.
He is.
There's other people who he can stick around and eliminate to put himself back in that picture.
I think there's a couple people
for sure.
Did you guys see that Derrick Lewis said he's got to be careful when he fights the police?
Yeah, he don't want to get Rodney King out there, baby. Hilarious.
I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, let me see. I wanted to show you guys something really quick, which is pretty insane to me. The one thing that kind of is interesting to me, because I thought these guys would be about the same weight, but they're not. Derrick Lewis usually hits about 265, and Daukaus is 230, 235. It's crazy because, and this is just how wide they are or anything like that. But look at this, Ben. I'm just going to show you this. This is Chris Daukaus. Look at how not so well he carries 230 pounds at 6'3". And then Lewis, who's 265 and 6'3", I think carries his 265 a lot better. I mean, just body type, Lewis actually looks like he's in somewhat shape, where Daukaus to me doesn't look like he's in very good shape. So I feel like if the fight goes any kind of like length, I don't know if Chris Daukaus is in any kind of shape to go very long. He's only had one fight go out of the first round in the UFC, right? Yeah, he's only had his last fight against Shamil was the only fight that left the first round. And we've seen some other people like that who were knocking everybody out early, like Shane Carwin. And right when the fight started, the second round with Brock, Shane Carwin was like sucking wind. You know what I mean? So it's a 5-round fight. We've seen Lewis fight 5-round fights. So I don't know what Chris is going to be able to do, is my point, after the second or third round. If it goes that long, I don't know what his stamina and ability will be. That's the only thing that worries me when I was looking at this fight. I don't know if he's got the cardio to do it. I have no idea. I don't have proof that he doesn't, but I don't have proof that he does. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, yeah. Nico, Ben, no.
Were you talking to me or were you talking to
both
Ben?
of you? Both of you guys. I mean, I just wanted to get your guys' opinion of that. I mean, we haven't seen him out of the second round.
No, I mean, I completely agree with you. Unproven. It's unproven, and we've seen Derrick go the distance. We've seen him in main events under a lot of pressure, under the big lights. I think that this is the biggest moment for Daukaus, and we're going to see how he handles that pressure as well. Yeah. Because with a win over Derrick Lewis, it does put you in that title picture.
For sure.
they're going to be looking at you as the guy that's up next, especially if you can do it in a fashion that was better than Gone. You could put him away, then
if you could put him away in the first round,
you're getting it. So,
that's true.
I think that the pressure is really on him, and he knows that the pressure's on him. So we'll see how he handles that. And Derrick, not being, Derrick as an underdog is very scary. No pressure is scary, bro.
Yep, I agree. Ben, what was the fight where Derrick Lewis was getting battered for like 23 minutes? Yeah, basically for 23 minutes, right?
Like so.
I mean,
it was even more than that, probably. It was probably more like 24 fucking 35.
For real, that just shows you the resolve that Derrick Lewis does have. Now, I understand his last fight against Gane, he was just outmatched. He was just against a fighter that was just superior to him in every aspect of fighting except for power. And, he got his ass kicked. But I think he does have some grit about him, and I think that he can go. That just shows how good his stamina, I think, is, especially for a big guy, to take an ass whipping like that and then knock the guy out with a minute left in the fight. But, Ben, do you think stamina will come into play?
I'm surprised you can't hear my dog snoring. Fucking holy shit. It's,
I thought that was Nico.
I've seen people with worse physical body features than Chris Daukaus have good cardio. So, just because he's kind of chubby doesn't mean. Yeah, Roy Nelson comes to mind.
No, hold on, Ben. Nico's over here giving the finger. I want to explain. I thought it was Nico over here making snoring noises at me because I was talking too long. But go ahead, Ben.
That's my dog sawing wood, dude. I like I said, it's not that I want Derrick Lewis to lose. I like Chris Daukaus. I like him.
And it's not that I thought Angela Hill will win. I just think that, but y'all convinced me anyway, man. You should rock with Derrick Lewis, man.
I should too. But you guys don't want him to lose, so if I pick him, he'll lose.
The thing about it too, though, and this is where I like what Ben said, is that, and I said this like a couple months back, if Juliana Pena wins the fight, it opens up the whole division. There's all kinds of new stuff that can happen. If she got the title, like Holly Holm could challenge for the title again, because there was no way she was getting another shot at Amanda Nunes. So if Chris can win this fight and he's in the top 3, like you said, it opens up a whole new galaxy of fights at heavyweight, exciting fights. So I understand exactly what you're saying, and I agree with you. I don't think he's going to win though, but I do agree that would make for an exciting time at heavyweight. So.
And it's kind of like you mentioned, there would be Tom Aspinall and Tai Tuivasa and a couple of those other guys to fight, but that would be really if Lewis lost. Those fights would be more opened up to him, because if he wins, Tuivasa is not going to jump 8 or 9 people to fight Derrick Lewis. Well, neither is Tom Aspinall, especially with how slow they're bringing Aspinall around.
Yeah,
he's not going to jump. So,
but I think that if either one of them won one more fight, they'd be there. I kind of feel like Derrick Lewis is almost like Anthony Smith is at light heavyweight. He's right there. He got his title shot. He lost it. But if you're going to get to a title shot, you're going to have to beat him. Most people have to beat Anthony Smith if they think they're going to get a title shot, because he sits there at number 3. I know that they didn't do that with Jiri. I think that he's too dangerous for Jiri, and they wanted to do some other stuff for him. But, I think that Anthony Smith is a very dangerous fighter. I really like him a lot. And the fact that he came on here and talked shit to Nico one time was fucking awesome. I don't know if you saw that video, but we'll play it sometime. It's pretty sick, man.
Talk shit to me?
Anthony Smith.
Yeah, that's facts.
It happened.
Don't call me out. It is what it is.
It was just a quick little video that he recorded and sent in, and it was hilarious.
He would lay hands on me, but I'm a little guy, man. Come down to my world, man. Meet me at 170.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man. You'd have to cut a leg off.
He's a big motherfucker, bro. I think he could fight heavyweight if he really wanted to. He's 6'4". Jesus. Taller than both of the.
find out
Yeah,
about that smoke, even if he could get
taller
down to
than
West.
taller
Very
than
tall.
Lewis and Daukaus, for real.
That's very.
But so I wanted to finish up tonight, guys. If you're cool with it, talking a little WWE, AEW, that kind of stuff. I did want to tell you that I'm going to the AEW event next week, December 22nd. Let's see. It is a. I know that the main event is Daniel Bryan versus Hangman Adam Page. And let's see, that's the 22nd. So that's actually next Wednesday. I will not be here for the show. I will be at AEW. Just to throw that out there for you guys. Fuck, I didn't even think about that. Maybe we could do Sunday, Tuesday if you guys want, but or Sunday, Thursday. We'll figure it out. Because Thursday might not be good. Let's try Sunday, Tuesday if you guys are okay with that. But what do you guys think of what's going on in WWE real quick? I know the Liv Morgan thing was so fucking dumb the other night. That kind of pissed me off. Becky Lynch trapped her arm in the ring stairs and then like kicked it and stuff. I mean, we kind of just saw the same thing with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler like not long ago. Wrestlers are like always able to move the ring stairs. That's what Vince Russo was saying that too. It's like wrestlers pick up the stairs and throw them, but now this girl gets her arm stuck there and can't move. That was kind of lame the way that they did it. But I mean, I don't know. I like Liv Morgan's wrestling a whole lot more than her promos at this point. Do you guys find her promos to be just way, way, way too scripted at this point? Yeah. I mean, I just don't believe what she's saying.
Nah, man, I don't either. And that's probably why they still won't put her over even at day one.
Yeah.
It's hard to put anybody over Bex, man. Becky's, she kills it on the mic, man. The promo work is second to none. The only person go toe to toe with her are the likes of, Charlotte, Sasha, just Bailey, the regular people that you already know, man.
Yeah.
And we're waiting for somebody new that could come in and take it. Asuka's in there as well, of course.
She is, but she's more like, with the broken English and being funny. Ben, before I tell you my theory, what were you going to say about, were you going to say anything about her promos or anything?
I just agree with you. It's like somebody handed her, like, say all of this generic shit and have no emotions at all about it.
I feel like I'm listening to her read from a teleprompter.
Yeah.
That's what it's like, So I do have a theory about this, though. I think that at day one, we're going to see, we are going to see the return of Alexa Bliss. And for some reason, she's not going to win. Liv Morgan is not going to win the match. But I think that Alexa Bliss will be back and give Becky some new competition. Because she didn't get drafted, so it's not like they could say, oh, she's from this show or this show.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead, Ben. What were you going to say?
I just remembered you talking about like females making a return. Yeah. It reminded me that Bailey tweeted out the other night. I don't know if you saw this or not, but it was like during the Austin Theory segment.
Yeah.
She's like, you've already done something like this before at WWE, at Vince McMahon. Like, don't count out the real Prince Pretty or something like that. Basically throwing shade at them for recycling Tyler Breeze's gimmick with Austin Theory.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, she did that?
Yeah. She also put out a tweet that her and Austin Theory are new best friends or some shit like that. I don't know if that was supposed to be like sarcastic or what, but
yeah, she tweeted directly at WWE saying you've already done this gimmick with Prince Pretty.
That's pretty funny.
That's crazy.
But besides Alexa, sure, we got Bailey that's going to be coming back anytime now. Supposedly she's about ready, and Asuka. So I think that that's good because I feel like the women's divisions on both brands are getting a little bit stale. So you bring back these three, that's pretty good, man. Nico, what are you laughing at, man? You laughing at me, bro?
Nah.
Man, I know Nico's a big fan of Dewdrop, but trust me, she's still on her way out the door.
Well,
Piper Niven, dude.
Will.
She's on her way out the door.
No, she's not. She's getting a fucking push.
Out of
She's
here.
getting a push. Yep.
Didn't she just
Right
lose the other night? She lost
Yeah,
again
but
the other night.
did you
Getting a
see that
push.
the WWE put out a trademark for her original name, Piper Niven,
Yes. Do you know why?
so that she
Because
can't use it when she gets fired?
when they cut her ass, she's not gonna be able to go back out as her original name. She's gonna have to do some other shit.
You don't have to be Dewdrop when she leaves.
You're wrong, Will.
She's
You're
out of
wrong.
here, man. There's no way they're gonna push her. She sucks.
Did the Undertaker start in the WWE as the Undertaker?
In the WWE, yes.
All right.
WCW
What about The Rock?
is mean Mark.
What about The Rock?
I mean, no, he was just Rocky Maivia.
What about Stone Cold Steve Austin?
What about him?
Did he start as Stone Cold Steve Austin?
No,
Okay.
he was the ringmaster.
How many different people is Mankind?
It doesn't matter. He still won the title as Mankind.
Dude Love?
Yeah, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, Mick Foley, yeah, all
All
those.
right, so
But he won
many
the title
different
as Mankind.
Many different names.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
You get the point. People go through name changes. It doesn't matter if they switch her name up.
It's
It
gonna
don't matter
matter.
if they switch her face heel.
I don't even
Heel
think they're gonna
face.
get to the point.
Snip.
I don't think they're gonna get to the point. I don't think they're gonna get to the point that they do change her name. That's how bad she is, bro.
Get
She's
the fuck
awful.
outta here. No, she's not. Her in-ring ability is fine.
Awful, bro.
Bullshit.
She's awful. She is
Will.
not. She's not good, man. Trust me. Nico, terrible. Look, how many name changes did Prince Albert have? All kinds. And guess what?
Who else is who's a good big woman then?
Who's a good big woman?
Yeah.
That chick from NXT.
Raquel Gonzalez.
Yep, she's freaking great, man.
Where did you say she's at?
NXT.
All right, great. Who's the big woman on our roster?
Well, I think Nia Jax was better than Doudrop. Yeah, she just got cut.
About the amount of injuries and crazy shit she was doing to these females in the ring. What?
I mean, it happens. She's still better though.
Tamina's around?
Tamina is around, but she's doing stupid shit.
Yeah, they misuse her all the time, man. But no,
she's getting a push. Will
Raquel is in NXT because she's basically carried the women's division there for like a year, and now she just finally lost the title.
Soon, I bet.
It's gonna take a big woman to knock off Becky Lynch. It's gonna take somebody bigger and better.
Oh my god! If she's the one that beats Becky Lynch, guess what?
What will
WWE is gonna go from like 1.8 million or whatever they're getting a week to like 0.8 million. They're gonna lose the 1 million in there, bro. Fuck that. She is if she beats Becky Lynch, fuck that, man. Everybody's turning off their TV.
Powerhouse and Becky.
No, man.
Yes.
So there's a couple that can take Becky out. I think that eventually they are. I feel like eventually they're really, really gonna push the EST, man. I think that she's gonna be the number one female there.
I see this girl doing something like god awful crazy to the EST. Got to take her out of commission for like 2 months. They give her the push over Becky, and then the EST comes back and does her thing over her. That's how I see that going.
I think that they'll push Rhea again.
Again.
Now that Charlotte's gone and she's on the show with Becky instead, I think you got a good chance for a program there between those two.
And they're burying what's her name,
Nikki Ash.
Getting ready for the split. Yeah.
The only reason I said Rhea is because, like, in an interview, I think it was this week, Charlotte Flair said that she thinks that, like, not named Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair, she thinks Rhea is the best female in the company.
Okay. Yeah, they tend to do that.
I don't buy that though. I really do.
Yeah, but Charlotte Flair's seal of approval will probably go a long way. So
yeah. I mean that's legit, man. I can see that. I just think that well, I think Banks is better than her too, man. Honestly.
Poor Nikki Ash though, man. What the fuck?
They're back burying her again.
Yep.
Fucking ridiculous. Hey, if Charlotte Flair
won in weeks.
Yeah. Hey, if Charlotte Flair did say that though, I mean, wherever she said that, I'm sure that Bailey and Sasha are pissed when they read that. Like, fuck you and the whole 4 horsewomen when they read it
Well, I
say
mean,
that, you know.
I think she's more just referring to her as like the future of the company, whereas Charlotte and Sasha are the here and now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I saw it on Cultaholic. I don't know if you're familiar with any of their work, but
nah. But this is the thing I'm gonna say about Bianca Belair and about Rhea Ripley. They are both like when they make them up and want them to look good, they're both fucking beautiful, but they do not have them on that kind of trajectory right now. I mean, Nico, have you seen Rhea Ripley before they like gave her this look she has now?
Nah.
She's ridiculous, bro. Smoke show, man. I'll find a picture right now. And I showed you that one picture of Bianca not that long ago. And man, I mean, I thought she looked better, or at least as good as any other female in the company in those pictures I showed you, those modeling pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, she looked ridiculous. But they make her more jacked, and I don't know that I don't think that they're doing any favors for them. Let's see. Here's a good picture I could show you. Not keen on how. Okay, let's see, Nico. Here is a picture of Rhea Ripley before she got made up the way she does now. Let's see. All right, here you go.
Okay.
Doesn't even look like the same person. You know, and then Ben, I don't know if you've seen these Bianca Belair pictures like I had showed Nico the other week, but man, there's this one picture of her, and I'm like, they should be pushing her as like a sex symbol rather than what they're doing right now. I'll show you this picture right here, but they've I don't know why they haven't done that. Maybe eventually, like Nico said, they will do that with Bianca, but look at this, Ben. Like, I think that her other look is way better. I mean, you know, on the left side, she looks ridiculous. On the right side, she's in a fucking onesie. I mean, you know, I think they definitely could. Go ahead.
She's certainly PG on the right-hand side, isn't she?
Yeah, what the fuck, man? But I don't know, Nico. I'm just not sold on Piper Niven, Dewdrop, whatever, man. And just the way that they brought her in as such a fucking joke.
Bro,
I don't think there's recovery.
Look, there is.
No, there's not.
But we'll see.
Yeah. Yes. Are you still on? Yep. I'll be out in a minute. But yeah, I just don't see the recovery happening, man. I think that she just sealed her fate taking that fucking Dewdrop name and bullshit like that, man. And feuding with Eva Marie when she came in. I don't know.
I just sent a message to the group chat. It's like the evolution of Rhea Ripley. Like, it shows her from like her first. Just check it out. You'll see what I mean.
Oh yeah. I'll throw that up on the screen. In fact, Nico, you don't even have to go to it, man. I mean, that's a good example of it. I don't know why they did the whole like leather thing and all that stuff. I don't know, man. It's weird. Yeah. I mean, looks like a completely different person.
Right. Look at number 2 and then look at like number 7.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Yep. Ridiculous. But anyway, I think that I think Bianca, Bailey, and Sasha, and Asuka. I think those are the ones that'll do well. Nico just quit. He was like, "Fuck this." I don't know what happened to him, man. He's checked out. Nico, what are you doing, man? Sorry. Anyway, Ben, how are we looking for day one, man? Are you seeing a title change for Roman Reigns and Brock, or you think they're going to keep rolling with Roman?
I think that they will. I honestly think Brock wins the Royal Rumble this year.
So you think he loses that match, but wins the Royal Rumble and they headline WrestleMania?
I could see him switching shows.
Nico, what are you doing, man?
My bad, my computer died.
Bro, that video right there is better than your computer video, man. Isn't it, Ben?
Yeah.
Man,
Well, I
Nico.
got a good phone.
Well, there you go, man. Maybe you should keep your phone plugged in and I can do that shit up, bro. All
Yo,
right,
don't tell me how to live my life.
Nico, man. Maybe somebody needs to, bro. Maybe I need to. Just call me after the show, bro, and I'll give you some directions. I'll hook you up, bro. You can take
Yo,
notes. You could take some notes, man.
what'd you say?
I said you could take some notes from me, bro. Nico, come on, man.
I bet.
Nico, come on, man. Seriously, is this really what you want to see on your TV right here? Look, I'm gonna show you this, man. Hold on. Where the fuck did it go? Shit, I can't even find it, man. See, my computer doesn't even like the fucking picture because it's so bad. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Where the fuck? Nico, is this really what you want to see on your TV? Because I don't want to see this shit anymore. That's what you want to see?
100%.
Well, Nico, man, we're going to have to talk about that as well.
Battering, just straight battering females to the ground.
So, Nico, at this point, I don't think that your search is actually onion booty. I think it's BBWs.
Chubby chaser.
You are a chubby chaser. What the fuck? You like Fat Amy too, don't you, motherfucker?
Whatever.
All right. Anyway, Ben was just saying that he thinks that Brock probably wins the Royal Rumble this year.
The Rock?
No, Brock.
The Rock.
The Rock. Okay.
I mean, shit, dude. Weirder stuff has happened.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just gonna say it real quick too. These people that talk so great about Chris Benoit all the time, they're like, I don't care what he did to his family and blah blah blah. He was so awesome and all this other stuff. Okay, cool, that's great. But I mean, look, they're like, oh, you should just think about what he did in wrestling and not the other stuff. Here's what I compare it to. O.J. Simpson was found not guilty, and people still talk about him for killing his wife and not his football career. You see what I'm saying? I mean, Chris Benoit doesn't trump O.J. Simpson. I mean, that's how I feel about it, man. Seriously.
Right, just because you were a fucking great wrestler doesn't mean you weren't a fucking animal when you were alive.
Yeah, I mean, you know. But Nico looks sad, man. Look at him. He's like,
I think that it was a very sad situation.
It was.
And I wish that he would have got the help that he needed while he was in need of that help. And maybe it all could have been prevented.
That's true. Ben,
I wish that the policy was a little better back then than it was.
That's true.
What's really sad is that was his win at WrestleMania is one of the like greatest moments in professional wrestling history, right? Like somebody that deserved it finally got to the top. Him and Eddie, all the hard work they put in, and it's like one of the greatest moments in professional wrestling history, and it's always going to be attached to one of the biggest tragedies of all time, and it's just a bummer.
Yep. Hey, when Nico was just saying that, how he wishes that he would have gotten the help that he needed and all this other stuff and the tragedy, it kind of reminded me of another conversation that me and Nico had. Nico, you might know where I'm going with this, but when we were talking about R. Kelly, and Nico was like, man, I just wish the guy would have gotten some help. He was pissing on these women. Somebody should have showed him how to use a toilet. And now, we don't even talk about his music. We just talk about him pissing on people and, all these underage girls. So, I mean, that's another one that he should have gotten some help. Right, Nico?
R. Kelly, 2 forms of government ID. His grandmother there for identification.
Yep.
The police.
Should have had a bouncer, man.
Me and all my friends, Neil taking notes. Don't forget the hair, Robert.
What's wrong with you, bro? There's stuff wrong with you, man. R. Kelly should have gotten that help, man. We would be talking about his music now and not his pissing. Hey, the man had some great music. Benoit had some great wrestling. OJ had some great fucking stuff on the field. But when people bring him up, that's not what you think about.
Right, a man is defined by his actions.
Yeah, for real. I mean, and it's unfortunate, man. I mean,
really had some good music.
He did have some good music.
Facts.
Fucking great music. I mean, he's like probably I've never looked it up, but he's got to be one of the top selling artists of all time. I mean, look, he was around forever doing some good stuff, but at the same time, man, when you think of him, you think of Dave Chappelle, the remix to Me Pissing, hot and fresh out the kitchen and all that other shit, man. He says, give me some of that poo poo, some of that pee pee. You know, Nico, you know, man.
I know.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, guys, Nico, you ready to take it to the house?
Yeah, man, I got y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining us. Episode 83 is your favorite show, favorite time of the week. It's been the Stash Ben Doucette, my big cousin, Will. What's that say? The illest?
Willis the illest, man.
Willis the illest tonight. All right, man. This your boy.
One of the nicknames.
It's just Nico right now. I didn't have time to get the name back in there after the laptop died. I'm sorry. There's no need to adjust your screen. It's not Bruce Buff, but you've been here live with TFG. Thank you for joining us here on the Fight Guys Network. Peace.
Peace.